and I'm the faculty director of Forefront, and the co-founder of the organization with Sue Eastgard. I want to thank you on behalf of the Forefront staff and board for making the journey to Olympia today. I know that each of you is here because you care deeply about this issue too. So I would like to first off just also thank our co-sponsors today, which is the Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs and the King County Crisis Clinic. I would like to just spend a couple of minutes talking about the process by which this memorial that you see in front of you is built and what it represents. So last year, a group of Forefront volunteers had the idea to build this memorial. This memorial represents the lives we lose to suicide in our state in 1 year. So oftentimes people look at this memorial and they say, oh, is this for over 5 years? Is this over 10 years? No, these are the lives we lose to suicide in Washington State in 1 year. And it's tough to take in, truly. And so this past Sunday, a group of 15 people who had lost someone to suicide was working here to build this memorial. And we're here to raise awareness of the toll that suicide takes throughout our state and throughout our communities and within our families. And we're here to raise awareness with our legislators and with their staff. And we're here to say we're staying and coming back year after year until we start to make a measurable, significant dent in reducing suicides in our state. So I just want to say thank you all for coming here. The memorial also, you might notice, is color-coded. And the reason for that is to provide a pretty simple educational message. So the colors represent the means that were used in the suicide. So for example, we know that half of all suicides are by firearm, and then the whites are suffocation, the yellow is poisoning, the green is jumping, cutting, and then the blue is other. And so the whole point is if we can raise awareness that everybody has a role in suicide prevention, raise awareness of the warning signs, help people to get more comfortable with talking openly about suicide, and then put time and distance between dangerous items in your home, such as firearms or prescription medications. If we can put time and distance between the person who is struggling and those means, it can help save a life. And so it's as simple as, not as simple as, it's like knowing CPR or the Heimlich maneuver. We're trying to help the public understand the role that each and every one of us plays in suicide prevention. And you're being here today, you're part of a huge social movement that is growing across our state, where we are really like leading the nation in this work and helping everyone to understand what is their role in suicide prevention. So I'm not going to say anything other than that. There's going to be a program in the governor's mansion that's going to happen after this where we'll all go. But in the meantime, we've got some incredible speakers to share with you stories of remembrance and hope. And I want to say that even though this is a somber display behind me, this is really an incredibly hopeful day too. There are many people who are going to be speaking today who have been in that place of despair, who can share what that feels like. And honestly, we're so happy that people are here. So they're going to hear stories of hope, of what suicide prevention looks like when it's working well. And we're also going to hear stories of like, what are we doing in Olympia here today? A lot we're doing in Olympia here today. So this is really a hopeful memorial, but also a reminder that we have a lot of work to do, and this is a marathon and not a sprint.